Okay, we're going to try this again. This is part 2. I keep getting disconnected. It keeps stopping, so I'm not sure what's going on. So this time I'm not using my earpiece. We'll see if it works this way. We just got done reading a couple Psalms where King David is very emotionally describing how he's feeling and how desperately he needs God, and his enemies are after him, and he's just feeling down, and he's fallen, and the Lord has picked him up and saved him, and like he did many times, and he does that for us too. The other thing I wanted to go to is Matthew 14, where Jesus is walking on the water, and he's walking towards the boat with his disciples, and they didn't. At first, they were afraid. They didn't know who he was. And he says to them, but immediately Jesus spoke to them, saying, "Be of good cheer. It is I. Do not be afraid." And Peter answered him and said, "Lord, if it is you, command me to come to you on the water." So he said, "Come." And when Peter had come down out of the boat, and he walked on the water to go to Jesus. But when he saw that the wind was boisterous, he was afraid, and beginning to sink, he cried out, saying, "Lord, save me." And immediately Jesus stretched out his hand and caught him and said to him, "O you of little faith, why did you doubt?" And when they got into the boat, the wind ceases. Of course, the other disciples are like, "Oh man, he really is the Son of God." So I thought this was very cool, because Jesus, this scripture here speaks volumes. For one thing, Peter, you have to give him credit. He was the only disciple who was willing to try this. He's the only one that had enough faith to get out of the boat. And he might not have been perfect. He might not have done everything perfectly. He might not have followed through all the way. But you know what? He had enough faith to try. Okay? And Jesus saw that. When he did come up to the boat and he said to be of good cheer, "It is I, do not be afraid." He's saying, "I'm with you. I'm going to help you. Be of good cheer. Be of good cheer. Be happy, be cheerful, because I am here. I am here to help you." Okay? He's always there to help you. He's always there to help me. Even after we fall, even when we doubt, even if we sink, even if the rug is pulled from under us and we are lying there on the ground, he is always there for us. When Jesus reached out to him to pull him up, he did it immediately, and he did it without exception. He did it without hesitation. He did it without belittling him. He did it without scolding him. He did it without a lecture. He did it. He just reached out, and he helped him, and he pulled him up. And the thing is, the other thing I thought about this was like, he could have calmed the waters and stopped the storm right there. When he saw that Peter was coming to him and he's having trouble, he could have stopped the storm right there. But he didn't, right? He didn't stop the storm even when Peter started to walk out into the water. Maybe because he wanted Peter to challenge himself in his faith. And maybe Jesus knew that he had to go through that, perhaps to learn something from that, and to challenge his own faith. And I like that Jesus, he just did it. He just was willing to help him. No questions asked. But I liked how Jesus told him why he started to sink. Jesus told him why he started to sink. It was because of little faith and because he doubted. Jesus himself tells us the reason why we sink is because of little faith and doubt. Okay, that's Jesus saying this, okay? Little faith and doubt. But he also showed us, out of his compassion, out of his compassion and understanding, he reaches out and he pulls us up. And we're laying there on the ground from having the rug pulled from under us. He reaches out and he pulls us back up again. And, you know, one thing I've noticed here, I've been sensing here lately for, I don't know, maybe a month or more, it just seems like the enemy is truly, you know, he's really in the attack mode. He's really, I mean, every time I turn around, I'm hearing of people who are getting hurt, getting into car accidents, getting injuring themselves somehow, getting sick. The sick are getting sicker. The people who are well are getting sick. A lot of people have passed away lately. Just a lot of things, a lot of depression, a lot of heaviness, a lot of just interruption, a lot of disruption, you know, just a lot of those kinds of things going on right now. And you know, just like Peter, you know, when he was walking towards Jesus, and while he was walking, he had the faith to get out and he had the faith to walk. But his distraction, his attention got taken away from Jesus. And, you know, the enemy can always, he is always trying to get our attention off God, off Jesus, off getting our eyes off him. And he'll do that any way he can, you know. And I just feel like just overall in the world, there's this, spiritually, there's so much heaviness and attacking, and a lot of people are losing their lives. A lot of people are going through so many struggles, and so we really, I think that it's good to really pray hard and a lot for keep your loved ones covered in prayer, your friends, your neighbors, your church, you know, your home, yourself. Keep everyone covered in prayer. Pray constantly for people, for protection, for help, for God to help, to heal, to set free, to lift up from depression and darkness, and break those demonic attacks and attachments. Just pray for people, pray for yourself, pray for your home, for protection, and you know, encourage people, have mercy on people. You know, people are going through a lot. People are, you know, laying on the ground because the rug has been pulled from under them. And be merciful, be understanding, you know, and be encouraging. People need it today. We all need it. We all need it today. And I want to encourage you to look to the one, you know, look to Jesus, look to the one who truly loves you, the one who's going to save you. And have faith in him. Have faith. Everything's going to be okay. Have faith. All right, that's all I got. And I'm tired and I got to get ready for work. So you guys have a great day. And until next time, you know, remember, God does love you. I love you too. Please just, when you're feeling like you're falling on the ground and the rug, whatever you're standing on has been lifted out from under you, reach out. Reach out. Reach out to him. He'll help you. Okay? All right. Bye. Love you.